Hello everyone, welcome to here. I need to put groceries away. Do you mind? Look at them, look, I got tea. I got some carrots. Okay, and I got some peanut butter. That's all. So here's what we're gonna talk about today, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about why the heck diminished chords are so freaking weird. What's up with them? They're so weird. I'll tell you what that's about. So as a little recap, the diminished chord is the 7th chord of any major key. And the formula that makes a diminished chord is a 1st degree, flat 3rd, and flat 5th degree. So if we take a look at the diminished chord in the F major key, for example, that is going to be the E diminished chord. And the notes that make up that chord are E, G, and B flat. And to see exactly how the 3rd and 5th degree in that chord is flattened, we have to look at the E major scale. And so we see in that scale, the 3rd and 5th degrees are G sharp and B. So the G and B flat in our chord are flattened, right? Okay, so that is what a diminished chord is, okay? So now why is it weird? Why does it sound so freaking weird? Well, that's because of the fact that in every diminished chord there is a tritone. And now what's a tritone? Well, a tritone is any two notes that are 3 whole steps apart. So in this case, the tritone in this chord is the E note to the B flat note. Those two notes are 3 whole steps apart. And so what does that all mean? Who cares? Who cares? What does it have to do with anything? Well, a tritone is considered to be one of the most dissonant or the most dissonant interval in Western music. So basically, when we play any two notes that are 3 whole steps apart, it creates a very weird, spooky kind of sound, okay? So let's play some. So we have an E note here and a B flat note right here. Play those together. See how spooky that sounds? I mean, I kind of like it, but it's spooky, you know? Or let's take another tritone, for example. Let's say the B and F note. They are 3 whole steps apart. So we have a B note here, F note here, play those together. Spooky. And so because tritones are so tense, they are used in music for exactly that. They are used to build tension to then resolve to a stable chord. So just like playing a 5 chord as a dominant 7 in any major key, right? So for example, the G dominant 7 chord to lead us to our C major chord. See how that builds tension to resolve to C major? And so this does tie into diminished chords. I promise. Stick around. Stick around. I need some backstory here. And so the notes in this G dominant 7 chord are G, B, D, and F. And if you notice, we have a B and an F note, which is a tritone. And so does every dominant 7 chord you play. Everyone has a tritone in it. And so what makes the dominant 7 chord sound tense, but still kind of nice, right? But the diminished chord sounds very not so nice. So that is because of where the tritone in those chords sit. So in a dominant 7th chord, our tritone is anchored down by our chord identifier or our root notes. And so it makes the chord sound stable enough, right? And so in the case of G dominant 7, that would be the G note, right? So the tritone is rooted and anchored and stabilized by that G note. But in the case of our diminished chord, let's say our E diminished chord, right? Our tritone is in the 1st degree, meaning the tritone is the anchor. Okay? So because the chord is anchored by a weird sound, the whole chord is weird. You know? It just gets taken over by the weirdness of the tritone. And so that's it, really. That's really all. That's why diminished chords sound so weird. It's because of the tritone and where it sits in the chord. Okay? Okay. Don't forget to go to meganchurchmusic.com for the 7-second Dark City eBook. It's a Guitar City ebook, and it has chord shapes in there and scale shapes, and it's fun, you know, 70s themed. It's not like those boring little chord books that you're not going to want to look at. You will want to look at this one. That's it. Tritones. It's just a tritone. No big deal. You get pepper. Don't forget, guys, I got a new ebook coming out in December. It is called the Beginner Guitar Guide. It's for beginners. It has everything that I deem beginners should learn first, you know? And so it just makes it less overwhelming because everything is in one little package. Everything you need to learn is in there, and that's it, you know? Da-da-la-low-low, da-da-la-low-low. Girl Gray. Teabagging a lot of beer for 2 to 4 minutes. Spare your desired strength to your choice. Yeah, okay, totally. Greenhouse grown. That's very cool. It's greenhouse. Oh, okay. So listen to me, okay? Listen to me. if there's one thing in this video that you should pay attention to, it's this, okay? For anyone who buys natural peanut butter, okay? See this little oil part at the top? If ever you tried to mix in the oily part at the top, it's a freaking nightmare. This is what you do, okay? You buy yourself peanut butter, okay? And then you flip it upside down. And you put it in your pantry for like a day or two, okay? Then all the oil goes to the bottom, which is now the top of the jar, and then once you flip it back, and then you can mix it easier. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all that you've ever done forever in all the world. And I hope you have lots of friends, and I hope they take you to like glow in the dark mini golf, and then I hope that you go to a pizza party after, and then I hope you I hope you do all your errands. I hope you get them all done in a timely manner, and I hope that you also find that remote that you lost. Toodles!